This is a true story, sent in by one of our subscribers and edited by me to share with you. To ensure the safety and anonymity of everyone involved, I have changed the names and some details, but the essence of this story is completely true. It was a sunny and wonderful Saturday, with a trip to the beach, snacks, coconut water and a family walk to make everyone happy and connected. After such a wonderful day, we started packing up our things to head home. There was me, my husband, his son, my daughter from my first marriage, and my childhood friend. I was carrying the chairs to the car. We showered at the nearby showers and did the whole routine to avoid getting sand in the car. On the way there, my daughter was sitting on my lap. She thought it was better than being squished in the middle. Besides the full trunk, we also had a few items with us. There was quite a lot of stuff, and the space in the car had to be managed carefully. On the way back, it was different. My daughter had almost complained all day at the beach that it was awful to sit on someone's lap. We ended up squeezing together, and she decided to take the front seat. My friend stayed on the right side as before. And we finally decided that I would sit on someone's lap, and the choice fell to my stepson. I sometimes called him son. It was a relationship that had lasted 7 years, and it was somewhat inevitable. At the beach, I was wearing an orange bikini. The top fit snugly over my small curves, and the bottom consisted of a small front triangle that left a little bulge like segments of a clementine. The back part was even skimpier and didn't really serve to cover anything. I was used to going to the beach like that. I thought about how uncomfortable the return trip would be, sharing the same space with my son, even though it was unlikely that a young man his age would develop any interests just because he was sitting right across the way. It didn't mean anything. I was nervous at first, but here we are, following the new arrangement. My stepson was dressed in just a swimsuit, just as he had been at the beach. He had dried off well with the towel, and we had left it under our seat so as not to get the vehicle wet. The first 5 minutes were normal. Everyone was talking and the radio was on, preventing any silence from settling in. After a few speed bumps and small potholes in the road, I noticed a swelling forming where I was sitting, like someone feeling something in their pocket. I didn't look back. I understood what it was. My fear had come true. Even though it seemed obvious that something like this would happen, I had been harboring a fear. Still, I didn't want to embarrass anyone and kept my composure. He acted as if nothing was happening, but I could clearly feel that thing bumping, wanting to get in somewhere. After 2 more minutes, I let my body relax a bit more. It was as if we were getting to know each other better. A sense of relief. In fact, no one noticed anything. We looked at the scenery more, so as not to show too obvious expressions and to avoid this awkward situation. No one was feeling bad. Nothing was wrong, but I was the one feeling bad. The bulge became very intimate and left quite an impression on me. It looked like a hill, separated only by the fabric of its owner's swimsuit. If it had depended on mine, which was very modest, it would certainly have already received a visitor without wanting to, or even knowing it. Halfway through the trip, I had placed a bag in front of our things. I was trying even harder to hide the situation because I was feeling uneasy. I pressed my knees a bit more to stay slightly raised, pretending to adjust my position. But what I really wanted was that friction, as I slid against the alcove near the car door. And in one of those moments, the boy got annoyed and moved the fabric out of the way. When I sat back down, it was skin against skin directly. If it slipped, that would have been the greatest danger. Everything was fine as long as he was getting an injection. But he didn't have that kind of dusty intention, or maybe he did. My God, when the car was turning, it was almost like estava agora. Bem, firminha, o carro podia. It swayed as it pleased, because nothing would pull me out of here. And so the ride went on, the best parts being the speed bumps, where I took the opportunity to make 3 little jumps more than I should have. The boy, a bit hidden in my hair to conceal the grimaces and faces. The red lights were also wonderful. I gave a single heavy shove, feeling the peeled fur right there inside. That was when I pretended to enjoy the sound of the radio and lost track of where I was. All I know is that in the end, the champagne burst and sprayed everywhere, and we needed more than just to straighten things up near the garage. When I realized there was mud where I was sitting, I quickly adjusted what needed to be adjusted. Putting things back in their place, I waited for the crowd to disperse. I stood up and the sound was like someone peeling off a sticker. My partner, who endured the journey with me, was lying down, exhausted. His chest was rising and falling forcefully, moving forward a bit to block his father's view and give him time to get ready in the back seat. We went home like that and took a shower. We spent the whole day exchanging best friend glances, the kind that keep important secrets. And that's all for today. This story is over, but if you click on the video above, you can find other stories like this one. Thank you to everyone who left a comment. Don't forget to like the channel and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos.